Welcome, everybody, to Football Friday Night. I'm Adam Cellini.
And I'm Dwayne Lindo.
All right, and we did have some football tonight. As Scott mentioned, a number of teams pushed back, but just about everybody who started today got their game in, Dwayne.
Yeah, a little bit of rain tonight, obviously weather. This seems to be a common theme for us here, Adam, weather being holding up a lot of the games, but at least we got to play a couple games this week.
Sure. I think I'll take the dodging the hurricane over losing maybe a few quarters of football in this area.
For sure.
And we start with our game of the week tonight. It was a local matchup, Cardinal Mooney Cougars and the Manta Rays from Lemon Bay. And Dwayne, you were at this game.
Well, Adam, two squads starting off the season with a great start. Lemon Bay at 1-0, the Cougars at 2-0. But keep in mind, neither team has played a game in 3 weeks. Mooney head coach Drew Lascari fired up, prepping his squad all week to get back to live game speed. And I kid you not, 3 minutes into the game, lightning and rain. Look at this, Adam.
Pushing the water into the drains there. I mean, it really poured out there, right, Dwayne?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mooney coaches are just like trying to get everything done. Hour and a half delay, Mooney coaches feverishly trying to drive the field. It seemed insurmountable. Finally, some action. 6'5" Lemon Bay wide receiver Thomas with a double reverse, taking it 9 yards into the end zone. Manta Rays strike first, 7-0. But no fair. In the second quarter, it's star running back Bryce Williams. You heard of this guy, Adam?
Yes, we have. We've watched him the last couple of years, and, man, he can really run, Dwayne.
Yeah, I mean, he takes it 25 yards, but wait, a holding call on the Cougars, taking it right back. Now, if you see the Mooney coaches right there, they're pretty fired up. They're not happy about that.
I think that's isn't that the other Lascari? He is a yeller there on the side.
Oh yeah, they both are.
But in a good way.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter though. Same drive on the Manta Ray 38-yard line. Guess who, Adam? Bryce Williams. You got it. Look at that run. The University of Minnesota is just calling his name.
And they'd be lucky to have him for sure.
Absolutely, Big Ten guy. Cougars leading in the fourth, 22-7. So, Bryce Williams has a lot to do with that.
Absolutely, and that game still in progress under our last check, 22-7 right there in the fourth quarter. Now, Venice High School missed a game with Charlotte High School last week due to Hurricane Irma, but tonight another tough opponent from down south, Dunbar High School out of Fort Myers, Dwayne, and there are over 20 regular season wins between these two programs since 2016, and Dunbar actually beat Charlotte earlier this year, which is no joke, Dwayne, a team you definitely closely follow.
Right, this is one of the best teams in Fort Myers right now.
And how about that move right there? Bryce Williams hit Zach Fryer on the 5-yard line, carried two defenders into the end zone for Venice's first touchdown of the night, earned himself a few high fives. Now, Dunbar, on the other hand, really struggling to get going in this game. Some sloppy play. You can see a drop pass right there, and then later in the game, fumbled snap. And we just kept seeing this from Dunbar like they were nervous or not ready, but certainly not what we expected. So middle of the first, Dwayne, here's another familiar sight. That's a lightning delay at Powell Davis Stadium. You can see the fans walking out to the parking lot.
Again, a common theme.
Absolutely. Now they come back, 4th and 2. This is the first play from a 50-minute delay. Watch this.
Bryce
Carpenter finding Javon Healy, for the 22-yard touchdown and pass interference to boot. But, of course, they're not going to take that penalty. They'd rather take 6 points.
Give Healy a Dr. Pepper on that one.
There. Now, second quarter, the Tigers were trying to get something going, but Danique Mayfield put an end to that interception. He takes it almost 70 yards, nearly to the house. He's actually tackled from behind. You can't see it there, but the Indians dominating Dunbar tonight, 48-0. Your final, and certainly unexpected one.
Yeah, I saw a lot of John Peacock in that shot. I saw the back of his head.
He was excited. What are you going to do?
Of course.
Now, Dunbar's biggest win of the season, we mentioned the Fightin' Tarpons from Charlotte. They were also facing a tough test tonight, Dwayne, from down south.
Well, Adam, the Fish lost a tough one to Fort Myers Dunbar earlier, like you said, in the season. But they are definitely looking to bounce back, really. Does the name Binky Waldrop mean anything to you?
Sure does. Guy's been through a few hurricanes.
Well, he better, because he got these boys fired up, and I would know, too. He was a coach when I was in high school. So quarterback Alex Muse slings it to his receiver, going downfield into Green Wave territory. A little glimmer for Charlotte right there. And watch this, Adam. Muse hands off to his tailback, Savorian Warren, and he throws a rocket for 60 yards.
Man, look at that thing.
But guess what? It gets called back.
Oh, no.
The refs yelled touchdown, but it gets called back for Charlotte. Now, Fort Myers now getting a little pass happy. Remember, boom goes the dynamite, Adam.
Yes, there it is.
Yeah,
and you're not bringing that back.
Look at that. Fort Myers are just all over the place. Touchdown. It's a wrap. Green Wave roll 40-17.
certainly a tough one there for Charlotte, and we've seen them lose twice. They did not lose a regular season game last year, Dwayne.
Right, yeah, you know, they're falling on tough times this year so far. They've played 3 games, they've lost 2. That's not something you see from Charlotte from year to year.
No, certainly not. I guess rebuilding to an extent, but some good things, so hopefully, and still plenty of time in the season to turn around. Now, we want to bring everybody up to speed. There were a few teams who played games earlier this week. They were rescheduled from last Friday when school was canceled following Hurricane Irma. So here's a look at how some of those games ended. St. Stephen's picking up their first conference win against Shorecrest Prep. And out of Door Academy, another big win for them. Bradenton Christian 7-6, and that is a conference win for Out of Door Academy.
Pretty good.
Now, Sarasota High School beat Northport on Monday. That will be their first district win. And Southeast High School beat Bayshore on the road Thursday night, and they are currently leading that 5A District 11. That's not saying much. Still plenty of time, plenty of games to be played in that one.
Well, barring any rain or any hurricanes, hopefully not.
Absolutely. Well, coming up here on Football Friday night, we'll show you how some of our other local teams did on the road this week.
Plus, guess what? All rain, all night. More Suncoast teams battle weather and what it will mean for our area's largest district. Stick around.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential. There's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline. If you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death, you must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now. The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
Welcome back to Football Friday night. Now we're going to take a look at our Suncoast scoreboard, see how some of our local teams did outside the area, outside the rain this Friday night. Manatee High School finding their offense tonight, Dwayne. They put up 42 on Steinbrenner, picked up a big district win up there. The Rams also trampling Alonzo in another, 8A district matchup up north there. Sarasota went all the way to Georgia for an absolute thrashing, blanked by Bainbridge High School near the state line in Tallahassee. And their opponent last week, Northport, gets a win against DeSoto County. Palmetto picking up a big win against Lake Gibson, who was a state contender in 6A last year, and IMG Blue getting all they can handle right now from a nationally ranked Miami Central team. Port Charlotte and Booker were another team that was pushed back to a late start time tonight. The Pirates up 21-0 at the half. That is the last update from that game.
Much needed win for Manatee and Coach Shakur.
Absolutely, yeah, and really, like we mentioned, finding their offense, it seemed like they just couldn't score there in the early going.
Right.
Well, Lakewood Ranch High School was another one of those games that was scheduled to start at 7:30 tonight. It was homecoming week, so they had the hot dog eating contest, Dwayne.
Oh, that's got to be nice.
Oh, yeah, they
huh?
had that all going, but it wasn't long out at Lakewood Ranch before we saw this, those ominous clouds.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Can't get away from them.
More evacuations from the stands, a lot of frustrated faces.
We've seen a lot of that this season thus far.
A little too much
Yeah.
on Friday nights,
Right.
I think. So they got pushed back to a 9:10 p.m. start time. Eventually, their game against Springstead would continue. Lakewood Ranch was leading 21-16 in the third quarter. And now we're going to take a look at Lakewood Ranch's district, 7A, District 11, 6 local teams, Dwayne, but so far only Sarasota and Northport have played against one another. We have this full screen. Take a look. Venice, Braden River, Palmetto, Lakewood Ranch all have yet to start district play, but this is a big district we always talk about, Dwayne.
Yeah, you know, in the past we've talked about Braden River and Venice being the top 2 teams in this particular district. Now you have Palmetto. Again, Palmetto was pretty good last year, but they couldn't make it over the hump. But with the new rules going into the playoffs, with the point system, obviously Palmetto and Sarasota, and if Lakewood Ranch could keep up, Lakewood Ranch has a win under their belt. They had some promise against Springstead right there, but if they can keep up, you have 4 teams in this district that can very well make the playoffs. I mean, you're talking about possibly one of the best districts in the state of Florida, competing with the Orlandos and the Miamis.
And this was a district that was kind of a case study for the FHSAA. I've talked to Coach Dave Marino with Palmetto a number of times. He spoke with the FHSAA because they always kept, Palmetto was always on the outside looking in, but they played teams like Braden River, Venice the last 2 years, top-ranked teams. This system was made for this district, as you mentioned.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I know Coach Marino, and I've said this in the past, Coach Marino is probably loving it right about now because he has a great team. He always had a great team. For the past 2 years, he's not made the playoffs because of Braden River and Venice, but he may very well, if his team could just go over the hump, he may very well make the playoffs this year.
Absolutely. Now, I want to backtrack one time to the weather again. Because of that weather and rescheduled, we have an interesting week. Booker High School will play 3 games in less than a week. They rescheduled Hardy, which is a district game, for this coming Monday, and then they play again Thursday. That is 3 games. They played tonight. That's a lot of football in a week.
Well, look, if anyone could do it, it's Coach Dumaka Atkins, a former product of Florida State University. He played under Bobby Bowden, so he's used to that stress.
Yeah, he's probably not complaining.
Right.
I'll tell you what.
I mean, look, his kids are probably getting prepped up right now by Coach Atkins, making sure they're ready for those 3 games.
Well, this is their season coming up, and they're going to need it. And coming up on a Football Friday night, we have Friday Night Sights, our favorite pictures from the stands. That's coming up. Stick around.
We're the Cardinal Mooney Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday Night on ABC 7. Go Cougars!
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year, That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and co-insurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
And welcome back to Friday Night Sight. This is unfortunately the only one we have time for. That's Dalton Peacock, nephew of John Peacock, head coach at Venice, up there in the press box taking cover.
What is that, a selfie?
Yeah, and that's all we have for us tonight. Hopefully see you next week. No rain.